Welcome to my channel. My name is DebraAnnMatthews, and my channel is called Lose Weight With Me. I wanted to come on and share a discussion with one of my favorite YouTubers about the GLP drug, and I also wanted to share a discussion that was shared with me about a 100-pound weight loss with Lucille Reddick, and I wanted us to just talk this morning about weight loss, obesity, and I always have done this in the past. Basically, got your take on what is obesity, how do you feel about it, and things like that. And so I just wanted to come on and just see if we have any new ideas about it. I also saw a YouTube video yesterday with a couple of scriptures, so I wanted to look them up. One scripture was 1 Timothy 2:9, and the other one was Deuteronomy 22:5. So, the commentary was like, I'm just walking in my 1 Timothy 2:9 and Deuteronomy 22:5. So I'm like, okay, I like that. 1 Timothy 2:9, it says, the Apostle Paul instructs women to dress modestly with propriety and self-control, avoiding ostentatious displays like elaborate hairstyles, gold pearls, or expensive clothing, and instead focusing on adorning themselves with good works, which is fitting for women professing godliness. Okay, I can get with that. Okay, not a problem with that at all. I remember when I was in high school, I noticed that the girls who wore the best outfits were not that nice. And so I'm like, okay, first, Deuteronomy 22:5. Okay, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord. Well, you heard that. Okay. So I could get down with that. I remember my last day. One time I lived with my father. My last day of being with him, I'm like, Dad, I want to wear one of your neckties to work today. I just did that. But I still look like a girl. I just wore my daddy's necktie. Okay, I just wanted to look those scriptures up. I think I'm ready to stop being sad. I think I am. And so, let me see if I play my song one more time, if I can find it on my YouTube channel. Have you not? Oh, I wrote down the words. This how it go. I wrote them down somewhere. I don't know where my words at. I thought I wrote them on the back of this. A back of my monthly calendar for Ajax. See how my mind go? I wrote them in. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is another thing. Okay, diabetes is up 900%. We got to share this information. Heart disease is up 500%. Obesity is up 1,300%. And cancer is up 300%. And so I got this when I watched Noah Lath. I watched her channel, and I'm like, wow. This puts it into a bigger perspective. A bigger perspective. And so it's something else. It's something else. It's something else. It's bigger than us. And a lot of times we spend time blaming people. People are always talking, oh, you just need to eat vegetables, or you need to eat fruit, or something like that. And I guess that makes people feel good. I don't know. I'm like, hi, Alexa, stop. And so, I don't know what I did with the words to my favorite little song. But in any case, it's kind of funny because I think you're going to find that what you always thought, I guess I beat myself up. I'm pretty sure I do. And then when you realize this thing is big, when I went to the obesity conference, this thing is bigger than me. And people are desperate, and they'll do whatever And I have to catch myself also being mindful. I just saw a post where somebody was in the 400s and she lost 300 pounds. And I'm even thinking, okay, do I need to do something else? But what I know is that I have the support, and jumping over there and going running here and there and everywhere, it's not going to get me what I need. I need that steady love, okay? Ow, ow. That steady love. Ow, ow. But also, um, I have to learn to face things. That's that's as much a part of my weight loss as anything. And that's just doggone facing the challenges that I have to deal with. That's what it is. So I put the two conversations in the description if y'all want to look at that. I'm trying to find my song. I post so much on social media. My coach had me doing some crazy stuff Tuesday. And it's a little small exercise, but it felt so uncomfortable. I'm like, Coach, I'm ready to stop. And I'm telling you, my knees hurt for a day and a half. It was hurting yesterday by noon. They were still hurting. And so, but I know that he knows what he's doing. And so today, I texted him. I said, Coach, well, when I was in class, I said, Coach, can you teach me how to, some self-defense? And so he was like, let's talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I just want you to teach me self-defense. You know, I always tell him that because I'm like, Coach. And a lot of times when I do that, he'll turn the video off because I'll be crying. And I'm like, Coach, I just want to exercise. I don't want to talk. And that comes from somebody who, y'all see how much I talk. But I don't always want to talk. I want to exercise. Okay, here it is right here. And so, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Have I not commanded you? That's a beautiful song. And be strong and courageous. I think that's what it is. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Have I not commanded? That is Joshua 1:9. And you know, I think Moses was like, he couldn't talk that good, let Joshua do it. But he was scared too. And I mean, it's okay to be scared. And that's the thing that in the Old Testament, even when a group of people like, Lord, these people gonna kill us. They bigger than us. They stronger than us. They were scared. And so I think that it's not okay all the time for people to say the unpleasant feeling. And so I'm saying the unpleasant feeling. I am scared. I was talking to my sister a couple of days ago, and she was like, what's wrong? I said, sister, it's too heavy. Can't tell you. Can't tell you. Because what I'm dealing with, I don't have a right to put that off on somebody else. Gotta deal with it. Gotta deal with it. Because everybody got their own stuff. Ain't nobody, and honestly, I think that if I would have got married and had some children, I wouldn't even have the liberty to deal with what I'm dealing with because I had to raise some kids. But I always felt like the thing I knew is that kids need two parents. So that's me to the core. I'm not going to be doing all of that. And so I ain't trying to be no strong black woman. I never thought that was a good thing, okay? Because the Bible said kids need the mom and the daddy. And so, just certain things I was willing to. I mean, these kids literally. Sometimes the kids' parents like, go get Miss Deborah, take you out of Walmart. Go get Miss Deborah. Or if they see what I'm doing, they want to do it too. We want to go exercise with Miss Deborah. They mom like, okay. So then it was 2, then it was 4, then it was 6. So I don't mind that because I'm helping the parents, and a lot of them are single parents. A lot of them, the daddy over there taking care of somebody else's kids, all the stuff. So I don't mind because I'm doing it anyway. That's why I don't mind. I don't mind. I had an SUV so the kids could pile up in there. And it didn't matter. And don't let me get a man over here. Oh, it was off. Because they rolling up over here seeing what's really going on, Miss Deborah. They wasn't having that. It'd be so funny. I'm like, well. They'd be like, where we going? And literally wouldn't leave my side. So it was me, him, and us. I remember that day me and the guy was kissing. And Devontae kissed his sister. Because he told me I can get some of this too. We just laughed because he was 9. Ain't that cute? But hey, that's fine. It was so funny. But he sure did it up in the Taco Bell. So here I am up facing. Because obesity is about paying attention and awareness and giving yourself grace and understanding that some kind of way we've gotten off the course of nutrition and stress and eating properly. But it wasn't our fault because guess what? It's just like when an older man presents himself to a young girl and she just so, just so, so like so enthusiastic about it because she don't know no better. And he knows she don't know no better. That's why he hitting her with that game and it's working, okay? But then once she got the game, she'd be like, what's really going on? So the game has been the food industry. And the food industry has been marketing to us. I remember I was 15. That's when they built Wendy's. But before that, my mama, we used to eat at home every day, all meals. Sometimes on Sundays we would go out, but most of the time my mama cooked all that food because she had 5 kids. So we always had a lot of food at home. The table full of food, like full of a lot of food for all the holidays, for all the stuff. So, I mean, when we didn't have any food, this is when my mama would cook salmon croquettes or mackerel patties, homemade biscuits, and syrup. That's when, and I knew when we ate that, the next Saturday we was going to have a whole lot of food. I didn't know why, I just know that it was going to happen. And that next Saturday when we be sitting there, by the time we watching Soul Train or before Soul Train come on, my mama going to come home and we had to help her bring all the groceries in the house. And she give us that warning, y'all ass better be ready for church tomorrow while y'all watching Soul Train. Yes, ma'am. So we didn't know then that margarine was fake food. And my mom and them grew up eating butter. And I asked my mom when I was an adult, I said, Mama, why we buy margarine? She said, because it's cheaper. But we didn't know at that time that margarine is 2 steps away from plastic. So the food industry knew that they were feeding us fake food. And one of the reasons why if you have a big stomach, the reason that you do is because your body don't recognize whatever you put in your mouth that's not real food. That's really why it's nothing wrong with eating pork. Because first of all, God sanctified it in the New Testament with Peter. And second of all, God made a pig, so your body recognizes what it is. Now, if they put all the fake stuff in the pig, I saw a lady feeding the pig carrots and corn and things like that. Okay, then if you're feeding the pig good food, then you eat it, it's good. But what are we feeding our livestock? Pesticides and stuff like that, which the body doesn't recognize, which is why, I don't even think we can wrap our brains around. Diabetes is up 900%. Heart disease is up 500%. Obesity is up 1,300%. And cancer is up 300%. It's the food. But instead of having compassion and understanding, the average person is going to call somebody fat or obese or blame the person. Or say stuff like this, good nutritious food, hard to come by. That's because of social psychology. And that is why it's good to go to obesity conferences to learn about the different ways that we're understanding obesity. I mean, you can also see the game in that because all of these medical researchers and obesity companies are sponsoring it. We have a lot of scholarships, and I thank God for that scholarship. I'm going to apply for it again next year. However, we got to have a happy balance. Okay, does that make sense? So, I just wanted to come on today and just say a part of me dealing with my obesity today is facing my life. And part of facing my life is to say, so like yesterday, my knees were hurting, and I'm not moving when my knees hurt. I'm just not. So I ordered pizza. But once again, this is the second week I've ordered pizza. And what I love about it is I used to could eat a whole pizza in one sitting. But I love the fact that I don't eat like that anymore. But I am a little nervous. And so I've already made arrangements today. I'm going to the gym. I got to go get my wheelchair evaluated. They're going to give me a new wheelchair. So I'm in the wheelchair community, and I was telling them, usually the books say you get a new wheelchair every 5 years. My second wheelchair I got every 4 years, and I think it's been like 2 years, and they're going to evaluate me for a new wheelchair because I need it. And so one of the things I realized is that based on, like, I weigh over 400 pounds. So when my wheelchair can lift me up and help me to stand, that's excellent. And that's why I want an office chair that does the same thing. But if I have to do what they taught us in physical therapy, toes to nose, put your hand on the chair like that and push yourself up, that's a whole different type of thing. So, in doing that, it broke my wheelchair. So the wheelchair don't go up no more. So the more I'm exercising and trying different techniques, and my coach, he taught me how to take the cane, put it right here, and lift myself up. So all of those things, it makes the wheelchair have a wear and tear. And it also lends itself to having a wheelchair that is built a little bit differently. The current wheelchair arms is like this. My first wheelchair arms were fat because my hand needs to really be nice and secure on top of the wheelchair. When the arm on the wheelchair is like that, that doesn't give me that much support. But the people who make the wheelchair and invent the wheelchair, they're not really looking at every different type of person who could weigh 400 pounds. Maybe if you have a back issue, you need one set of things. If you have a knee issue, you have another set of things. If you're top heavy, you have another set of things. If you're waist, hip, and thigh heavy, you have another set of things. Because when I sit in that wheelchair, the metal part that hits the back of my thighs hurts because it's too thin. But in my first wheelchair, the cushion where my thighs were fat. So my legs didn't hurt from the pressure of the metal holding me up. And as I merged to have a goal of walking independently and walking without my wheelchair, in between time, I still need my wheelchair to give me the emotional support that I can use to help me get around long distances. And so this winter weather, being that it's dark at 4:30, I can see how that's affecting me also. So I really don't want a home care worker, but I've been saying I was going to call them and tell them to go ahead and give me one, but I only want her to come 2 days a week. I don't care. I don't want to see nobody 5 days a week. 2 days is all I got. And preferably Sunday and Monday. That's it. 2 days. So in either case, those are some things I've been thinking about. And I want you to think about that. And I want you to give yourself grace, just like I'm having to give myself grace. Don't beat yourself up. Understand that this obesity journey is bigger than you and me. But in the name of Jesus, we can still conquer it. We can still face it. Alexa, stop. We can still succeed in it. And I'm telling you, just keeping your mind on the success, keeping your mind on one day at a time, keeping your mind on, like how I walked up all those steps and made my knees hurt, so I'm carrying my cane again. But that's part of the process. The process is being able to get your life back one day at a time, giving yourself grace. The don't feel like it's giving yourself, when you don't feel like it, well, you just don't feel like it. It's okay. But I know one thing, my scalp already hurting in this up style, so I just have to take one of them pins out and scratch my scalp. I really probably need to put some hair growth oil in the middle of that scalp. But I think what I want my hair like these and these protective styles, just to give my hair some room to breathe. Okay. So comment down below and let me know what you think about obesity. Let me know how you're doing. What are some questions you have? Because I definitely want to get my coach and get my weight loss facilitator to address any questions that we have. And we're just going to start from there. Okay. So God bless you. Thank you for rocking with me. Peace and hair grease. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Have a great day. Bye-bye.